Hello everyone, I am Atika and I'm going to talk to you about course MB 2203 Financial Management. In this session, we'll talk about financial statements, starting with what are the types of financial statements. There are 4 keys of financial statements. First, income statements, balance sheets, statement of cash flows, and the last one is statement of return earnings. We begin with income statements. Income statement is the financial summary of a company's operating results during a specified period. Usually, management do it in monthly. However, your management also can do it in quarterly or also yearly. It depends how the management prefers. Here's the example of Sun Samtech income statement for year ending December 2020. For the income statement itself, as it mentioned before, it is summarize your activity, your company's activity from December 1 until the end of December for this example. We begin with the sales revenue. So you record the revenue, the whole revenue that you get from this December. And then subtract it with the cost of goods sold to get the gross profit. Remember, you still have to pay the operational expenses, right? For example, like selling expense, general and administrative expenses, lease expense, depreciation, and so on. Maybe you can also add here the payroll expense. After you get the whole total operating expense, you have to subtract from the gross profit. And then you will get operating profits. Still, it is not enough for income statement because you have to pay the interest and also the tax, right? After you subtract from the operating profits, you subtract the interest expense and then the taxes, then you get a net profit after tax. If your company still have to pay the private stock dividends, you have to subtract it again to get the earning available for common stockholders. Next, we have here the balance sheet. Balance sheet is a summary of firm's financial position at a given point in time. See, the difference here between the income statement and the balance sheet is the period of time. The income statement, as I mentioned before, the income statement captures the activity from the first or the beginning of the period until the end of the period. However, the balance sheet only captures the given point in time. So it's only a capture of one time only. The statement balances the firm's asset against its financing, which can either be debt or equity. To get more picture of it, see, here you have your asset, and then to get this asset, you must be financed, right? Either with the liability or debt, or using your equity. So you have to balance the asset, the amount of asset you have, with the financing you have here. As the name of it, you have to make it balanced. Here we have the example from the Sun Samtech balance sheet for year ending December 2020. See, they balance their asset with the total liabilities and stockholders' equities. Next, we move on to the statement of cash flows. It provides the summary of the firm's operating, investment, and financing cash flows and reconciles them with changes in its cash and marketable securities during the period. For example, here, we have still the Sun Samtech statement of cash flows for year ending December 2020. We have summarized the cash flow from operating activities. It is from your day-to-day basis operational activities, and also the cash flow from investment activities, whether your company have or do the investing. And the last one is cash flow from financing activities, whether you get the financing or paying your financing. And at the end, we get the net increase in cash and marketable securities. The last one is statement of retained earnings. It reconciles the net income earned during a given year and any cash dividend paid with the change in retained earnings between the year and the end of that year. To get the more picture of it, we have the example here. Still from the Samsung-Tech, you get the retained earning balance from the beginning of 2020, which is the January 1st. And then we add the net profit after tax that we gathered from this year. And then how much dividend that you have to pay. And at the end, you get the retained earning balance in around 32 million rupiah. That's all from this station. I hope you can learn a lot and find something useful for you from this course. I will see you soon for the next part. Bye!